upon this week's Retro Robbins show. We've got nothing, nil pois, 0 punty, zilch. More on that in a minute. As well as some more Crash re-reviews and Babs Arcade's coming over to give me a kicking. Not sure that's a good thing. You want to know more? And if you love a bit of gaming, why not join me now on the Retro Robbins show as we have a look at some great new games for a retro gaming weekend. Emo, start the titles. Hello and welcome to the Retro Robbins show with me, Wayne Retro Robbins, and Emo there, my incredible AI dancing robot who's just slightly out of focus at the moment, don't know why. What's on today's show? We're going to journey back to February 91. Issue number 85 of Crash, where we're going to take a couple of games out of that and give them the re-review treatment, where I give it a marks out of 10 to see if it stands the test of time. Who knows, we even might find a hidden gem. As well as look at a new game called Nothing. And I'm not going to say nothing about it just yet, so in a minute when it gets played, see what my opinion of this game is. I quite enjoyed it to be fair, but we'll come to more of that in a moment. Babs Arcade is on his way over to give me a kick in. Right, we're going to have the Commodore versus Spectrum special, where there's two of us playing a dual player game. It'll be his opinion this time round, not mine, to see which system has got the better version of the same game. Will it be the Spectrum this time round, or will it be the Commodore? As always, one or two other things to tell you in the retro community. Play Expo Blackpool, November the 1st and 2nd. I may be going there, indeed. Hope to see you there as well. Big shout out to anybody who's seen me in the Retro Man Cave recently. Obviously I do my little bit of helping out as well. And of course Crash November 2022. Hope to see you there as well. I'm hopefully give you a date by the end of next week. We're just waiting for one or two little details to come together. And I might even be going down London to an exhibition tomorrow. I've not been there before, so it's a bit of a drive, so why not go? Usual drill, of course, the main show is run off the Ingo clone. All games will be played in original type hardware. The Ingo's as close as we can to the Spectrum Next without actually using the Spectrum Next. Got two Spectrum Next on the way, so don't worry about that. Harlequin 1 to 8 will be provided in AY tuned, as well as the Toasty Rack back in action. Got the Toast Rack up and running, that's good. And maybe even put a Spectrum sound on using the AY Spectrum interface that was supplied to me by Ben from Bite Delight. As always, if you enjoyed today's show, please remember to like, share, and of course, big subliminal message on the screen, subscribe. With that said, let's have a look at today's first new game. Okay, the first game I've got in line for you today is a shoot 'em up. Yes, and we'll have a quick look at the loading screen because I think it's quite satirical. Music from the Toast Rack there. Great game called Bosconian, or Bostacan I call it. I love the 87 version with the 8-1 tune. Yet another crappy shooter for the 16K Spectrum. So yeah, it's a 16K game and it's a shooter. So we press any key to start. And there we go, you've got a high score of nothing, so that should be easy for me to beat. B is the space start, or K is for Kempston. Enter will be pause, of course. You've got 5 ships and you've got plenty of waves to get through. So let's have a look at this shoot 'em up game. I like shoot 'em up games generally. Okay, remember this is only a 16K by the looks of it, so straight away you can only move up and down the screen, you can't move forwards and backwards. Rapid fire is achieved by you bashing the button. You change colour each time you get hit, which is not a good thing because if you get hit too many times then you die, so that's not good. Nice sprites, lots of bullets, lots of bullets come flying across the screen. Try not to crash into any of those little things that's coming across as well. Some of these you can destroy in one hit. There are power-ups. However, if you do die, you end up starting from the very, very start. So, that's not a good thing. So it's a bit of a blocky scrolling, but it's not too bad as a shoot 'em up for what it is for 16K. So, yeah, I kind of like it. I don't know why. I kind of like it. I'm not sure you can fly into that. But I think you have to fly over them. No, you can fly into them. That's okay. That's something I didn't know. I'm really kind of playing it for the first time. Yeah, you collect those as well, you get power-ups. if you can avoid the bullets. I managed to get there, so I've got dual cannons. That's good. Should make things easier. That's it, we got to a new section of the game. Now, you need to blow your way through everything that's coming across the screen because you can't fly through those things. And if you get stuck at the top, it can be quite difficult. So, yeah, fortunately, I didn't start from the start there, but I did lose all my power-ups. And after a certain amount of pushing button, I get tired. Well, it's not an easy game, but for 16k I was quite impressed. Now, it doesn't have AY sound, it just does have the sound effect of you shooting, which you can hear in the background as I've turned the music out. I like the auto fade on this. What's my score? 28, 27,000, something for you to beat? And we're nearly there. We got a bit of a boss baddie at the end there. Although if I take too many blows, I'll probably beat him. Alright, we won't be carrying on to play it too much longer. So I had a look at it for 16k game. Oh, come back music, I've heard enough of that. Game over. 29-20, that's okay I suppose, isn't it? Marks out of 10 then, for me, Retro Robbins. Well, I kind of enjoyed it from 2022. Happy gamers. All the information you need to know on it is available online, of course. I will try and put links in the links below. Tell me what you think of this game. Give it a go, give it a play for 16k. I was impressed, I was really. Not quite jetpack, but it had its moments for me. And it was quite playable and quite responsive. Because you can't move forwards and backwards on the screen, you can only move up and down in that one section. That's okay, because then it doesn't make it too complicated. Marks out of 10. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. What do you think? Do you agree? I hope so. Coming up next is... Right, this next game is the one called Nothing, the one I advertised at the start. And a little bit of information about this game is I've downloaded it. You have to buy this, of course. You can't get this one free. Well, if you can, it's wrong. You should always tip the code if you can. After all, they spend happy hours developing this game. Nice loading screen to start with. And gives you a set of instructions at the start. Gives you all the information you need to know there. And we're going to select control. So we go to number 2. And in this case, I'm using the Chemston extended. That means you've got the extra buttons featured on the Chemston. If you've got that controller, it will use it. Sorry about going out of focus, but there is AY sound. That's the reason why there's no AY sound in the background. You start with nothing, and that means you start with nothing at all. You can't move. You can only move one direction, and that's down. Press any key. Good luck. Yes, you. So now you've hit the tune. The first thing you hit is the tune, then the next thing you unlock, as you hit each box, you unlock a different thing. And now you can go that direction only, so you have to unlock every direction as well. So, try as I might, I can't go that way, but I can go this way. I can't jump, but you will have to time this quite well, otherwise you die. So if the key to this now then, is stay there, bang, but as soon as you hear that bang, run for it, run for it. Oh, if you run too far you run into the wall. Very monotone game, very black and white, but you do start with nothing. That means no colour as well, so maybe, oh, I will get a bit further, I promise you. You know, that sort of reminds me of Monsters Inc. You know the eye? It does a little bit remind me of the character from out of Monsters Inc. Look, when he's waiting, he starts tapping his foot. Ah, if you run into that wall, it's still on the way down, it will kill you. Come on, we're going to get further than this. I did really well in rehearsals, though. There we go, starts moving up. Okay, now what I need to do here is I need to stop in the gaps, don't I? There we go. That's the first section, good. Oh, I have to start all the way back from there. You don't always start from the start, by the way. You do start from a various section. When you get so far, it will allow you to go. Oh dear, that means I can only go down. It's going badly so far. 3 minutes into this first game and I haven't even got off past these. Oh no! I'm going to edit this. Quick bit of editing. Okay, so I've managed to get to this section. I'm about to do a run for it. Now, go, go, go. Oh, well done, I got to the next upgrade. That means I can now jump up. That took some doing, believe me. So I can go up, can I? Yes, I can jump. So I can move left and I can jump. And now I can move down as well. So that's good. Press R will restart you from the last checkpoint. That's good, okay. So now I can only go down. You can press down to see what's at the bottom of the screen. So I presume there's another barrier. Yep. And because I can only go that way, I've got to time this really well. Oh, missed. There's another script, another letter A4, shall we say, for me to see. Just give wait there for a moment. Oh. This game is incredibly frustrating and hard, but at the same time it's not impossible because you haven't got like loads of lives. You just carry on from where you left off, so there's no reason why you couldn't complete it eventually, depending on how good you are at it or how quickly you get fed up. Careful now. Okay. Because I can jump, I've got to jump up there, haven't I? So I see. We can't really jump while we're going away. So what we've got to do now is I've got to time it so I'm heading in that direction before I can jump again. And I missed. Oh, I hate this game, and I love it at the same time. Well, I've got to wait all this time. Let's see if we can skip ahead a touch. Yes, you've got to use the look down an awful lot on this game. Yes! Now I've got to wait till the timing is exactly right before I make my next jump. So, I need him to go a little bit further, don't I? This could be the one. Oh no, I bounced off the top of the platform with the other one. There we go. Oh, that could be tricky. This could be tricky. We're getting there though. Yeah, I know. Emo is better looking than me. Bit of an eye opener. Yes. Now we can't move that way, of course, so I've just got to time the right time to drop off the platform. Use the look down facility to know when that is. Or is it an up? Ah, it's a jump. Because I've missed it, I've got to go all the way back across and back again. And I'll be lucky when you actually get the two directions on this game, which hopefully won't be too long. That's when the game you really start motoring on this game. I've missed twice. It isn't a slow moving game. It feels like it's slow moving watching me foul up this many times, but it isn't really a slow moving game. Oh no! Let's get back there quick. I've managed to get back on that platform. It took a lot of goes. Sometimes this game you feel like there is absolutely nothing harder. If you jump, you will bash your head on the other platform and can send you into oblivion. Also, as you're going rotating round on a platform, if you come across a platform you're trying to jump on above you and you've timed it badly, it can also knock you off the platform, and then it's a case of hoping you get lucky and land on some spikes. Because I couldn't jump there because that brick wall was in the way, any minute now things are going to get a little bit easier because I'll be able to travel in both directions, which means you can then back out of any particular way that you was heading at the time that you previously jumped. Gotcha. Believe me, I'm glad to have made it to this section, so hopefully, yep. There you go, you've unlocked another ability. At the moment I still can't travel the other way, but we can go down. Because I've ran too far, I can't go back that way. I'm doomed. I've got to die. Hopefully I'll start roughly where I just unlocked my last ability. Yes, I did. So now obviously we've got to go down, then across, and we can't go up yet, but when eventually, aha, whatever that means. Oh, I see. So we go down here. Still can't move that way, but I'm trying to. I'm listening. Oh, right, you've got to be quiet in a minute, that's right. Yeah, I can duck, can't I? I think I can duck now. That's it. Stay ducked. Stay ducked because they're the same pattern, but invoke try ducking. Well, I did, because that's what I've done. And because I'm on a conveyor belt, that's the reason why I'm travelling that way. Oh, that was a long conveyor, wasn't it? Oh, you can squeak. Now you can run. So you have to run in order to get through these quickly, otherwise they'll clap to. Change the tune. It's an elevator tune. Oh, we've gone blue. We're getting colour. Oh, back to normal. And now, finally, we get to go left and right. So that's it. We've got nearly all the mechanics available for us to venture the game. The thing is about this game, it's so addictive, but yet there are certain stages where you feel like you never. Oh, look here, Emo's playing Space Invaders. Hey, Emo, what's wrong with this game? The sprites are fantastic. The gameplay itself is really smooth. The music and oh, that's a jumping section. I think I'll spend nothing up on it. I really enjoyed it, and I have been going back to it. I've had to do a save state on this. If you've got the TRD file, of course, it automatically saves for you, but you will load this in via tape. But you don't have a number of lives, for instance. You can play from whenever you finish off. Yeah, all right. There we go, a bit more on the screen. And I find it really enjoyable, unique game that I've never come across one of this type before. Turn it down a touch. So for that reason, I gave this a 9.5 out of 10, and it really is worth a play. Nothing is better. Well, probably there is, but not much. But there's nothing else that I can say about this game. So let's move on to some Crash re-reviews. The first of today's games is Gremlins 2, the new batch. Now, there's two versions of this that I've got. They've got the English version, and I've got the a different version, let's put it that way, the foreign version. Now, the reason why I'm going to load the foreign version up is because the English version, 128k version, doesn't seem to play the AY tune. I have no idea why that is. But, you know, I'll roll with it because I can understand the language. The game plays exactly the same. So in a minute I'll load it up and you'll get a brief look at the loading screen. And we'll show you a small demo as it loads. Autofocus will catch up in a minute. Yeah, you get all of that happening. And then in a minute the loading screen, which was there brief. There there you go. That's the sound of the AY tune that's involved in this particular game. By Elite, of course, would have cost you £9.99. Presentation was given 84%. Graphics was given 87%. Sound was given 80%, which I'm not 100% sure about. We'll load the English version so you can read the text in a moment. Playability 82%, addictive quality 84%, overall rating was 86%, which is quite a high rating, so we've got a lot to deliver. By moving left and right, we can change to... We can all see what that means. And then what we'll do is we'll start the game. And of course, the joystick. Enemy now, thank you very much. We'll start the game. The new batch. Right, we'll go for the English version in a minute and get the text up in the right order. We're just playing this game for now. Okay, you're this graphical character here. Right, now when you... yeah, okay, we'll get the message. What you have got is sound effects of the shooting. You can jump and you can forward jump. You can't go that way because that's a dead end. Nice, it's a sort of one block at a time scrolling, but there's a lot of graphics there. Now, you can jump on most things that are yellow. Oop. There's always a level, but it's judging where the level. There you go. I've got to get it. I've got to get it. These will virtually come out of nowhere, right? And that apple up there is an upgrade weapon. See that? I mean, you're flashing, but just trying to shoot them. Right, there we go. They're a little bit awkward to travel. Collapsing platform, so. Go for the question mark. Now that thing on the floor there, see I was shooting him because I'm missing him, he just seemed to jump over it. Right now, the way I'm going to get up here is quite difficult. I'm getting hit from all angles and I'm unable to move at the moment, which is a shame. Makes game play very difficult indeed when every 5 minutes you're flashing and you're just dead and before you know it you hit again. Right, now we've seen that, let's see if we can load up the English version. There we go, very game design and all the information is on the screen. That's just enlarge that a little bit for you, not too much, but you know, just so you get a nice big picture. Adjust my camera just a little bit, there we go. So we can go around now and select the controls, which, whoops, I did that last time, didn't I? There we go, so we'll need Kempston again. Sure, the Kempston's activated, and we'll start game. Press fire to start. Now, right, we'll go a little bit further this time. I'll take a bit more care so you can see more of the game. You're scrolling that way across the screen. The graphics are reasonably nice, definitely. I like the big picture of the background there. There we go, first one. It's a game not to be rushed, so if you take your time, you can do better, but when you're trying to fly through levels, like I'm trying to do, you see if you jump at the wrong time as well. It doesn't turn around quick enough. You know when you're trying to face the enemy to attack them back, it doesn't exactly turn around quick enough. That's it, we're good to go, There's a question mark, I've got a question mark. They tend to fall from the same spot in the game quite regular, so just be mindful of that. Not you, Emo, just this game. I like that. The reel-to-reel tape, that's a different weapon. I think that's the three-way weapon you've got at the top. That's it. Once you get that, things start to get easier, and of course those things are sparkling on the floor, you want to stay away. I've got a nice bonus there. Once you get a freeway weapon on an extra man up there, but to get to that I've got to go past this lot. You jump up here. I'm going to get hit in a minute, so unless I can turn around fast. It doesn't turn around fast enough. That is the issue I've got with this game. Now, of course, unless I can get to that extra man there, I'm going to lose the life. Right, there we go. And now, let's get a little bit further. think the skateboard actually takes some of your life away, doesn't it, as well? Well, just about survived that one. Rapid fire would help here, wouldn't it? Come on, I need that weapon. That's it, great stuff. And I don't want the apple though. And of course I've landed straight on the electric thing on the floor. Right, so I've got problems with this game. It's great, it looks great, doesn't it? But it's let down by how sluggish and how poorly the game mechanic is. For me, it's a bit lacking. It was given 86%, but I think it was given 86% on the graphics alone, because when I tried to play it, I've had real difficulties, especially if you're facing in that direction, you're firing in that direction, someone's coming behind, you need to turn around quickly to fire in that direction, but it's sluggish, and then before you know it, you hit and you're flashing, and then you stay flashing, and another monster comes down, and as soon as you stop flashing, they're too close for you to do anything. That's the problem with the game. That's why I think it's a little bit broken. But this is only my opinion. That is why I've only given this game a 7 out of 10 at best. But it's a good 7 because the graphics are great. Same on the AY version for the obviously the one from the European or whatever is good. But there's no actual AY sound in the game. So yeah, do you agree? Leave your comments in the comments below. Let's have a look at another game that I've sorted out for you today from Crash. Stunt Runner. Okay, Demark, £9.99 or indeed £14.99 on disc. Ow. Shall I? Alexander Armstrong, take it away.
But why so expensive?
I love that clip. Yeah, right. So it was expensive on disc when a lot of people did it for what I'd say £12.99. I can accept that, but an extra £2 for something that probably didn't cost as much as tape to produce. Really, that was Amsoft for you. But there were rival companies making discs. Now this has got a really poor rating, to be fair. Presentation 35%, graphics 32%, sound was given 40%, playability 37%, addictive qualities. God man, I need a drink. Was given 36%. Overall rating then was 29%, and all this was of course from Crash issue number 85, February 91. So this is sort of more recent, sort of towards the end of the day, if you like, of the Spectrum. We know now, in hindsight, the Spectrum lives on. We'll have a brief look at the loading screen. We will load the 128K version, and hopefully we might actually get some sound. Stunt Runner. Okay, so I'm going to nice little opening animation, isn't it? Right, so where we go? Number 4 is what we want. We're going straight for Kempston. Doesn't look like we got AY sound in it. No. So I did the right thing by leaving the sound running. Oh, we have. Skip practice, yes or no? Yeah. Ooh, I'll tell you what. That's a nice AY tune, isn't it? What was the sound rating on this? 40%. It was the highest rating that they gave it. So the sound lives up to it's a better than a 40% rating, but you know. So okay. Yeah, I've seen many games like this. It does, yeah, it does seem to have a good effect. I don't think this is that bad. Ah, so you hit that and you slow down. We're not talking to you, Emo. We're playing Stunt Racer. And I'm kind of enjoying it, to be fair. So, oh, I like that. That wasn't me. That actual swing round itself worked itself. Now I wonder why this got such a low rating, because this is not too bad at all, is it? The sprite was good, the little opening sequence was good, and this is quite smooth. It's not a difficult game by any means. I mean, this really is the very first time I've actually played it. We seem to be getting quite into the game and getting quite a bit of the game out of the way. So I need to go over those triangles to build up speed, I get it. And I need to really flick the stars. But now as you can see, we've got no real music in the game other than the... Oh, that's a good effect, which slows right down, doesn't it? Look at that. Now that might be... so it slows down until you shoot something. I need to click them stars. That's cool. Wow, I'm impressed with this, to be fair. Why is that only got 29%? So the course is extended now, we got quite far there. Well, I'm shocked. Because an overall weighting of 29% for Stunt Runner is low, because this game isn't all that bad. And listen to that tune. I think it was hard done by. I think it was really hard done by. I was impressed with that. You can see kills 22, boosts 3. So you've got a scoring system. Time, best time. It's a lap as well. My score was 1,200. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay, I've come to a decision. Right, let's turn that music down a touch. For the sound of the AY tune, which has got nice beat to it and it's good sound indeed, it's nice bassy sound for the AY as well. I would, if I was giving it a separate rating, I'd give that a good 8 out of 10 because that's really good. It's really bouncy. In fact, it's that good I'll probably use it in a later show as backing music. For the gameplay, which was addictive qualities, I actually quite liked it because I actually got quite far quite quickly, and I could see the idea of the game, even though it does look a bit blocky, but you can see what they're trying to achieve there. A bit like a Tempest game where you're going around the outside, isn't it? A stage, isn't it? It turns into a ground racer, so there's a good variation of games. So why on earth that got 29% as an overall rating? I thought that was a bit harsh and hard done by. I'm going to give that, and I'm going to almost double that rating. In fact, I will double it. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. And I feel like I'm still doing it an injustice by bringing it such a low rating there. Because it was, for the game, very impressive. What do you think? Give it a go. Tell me what you think. Leave comments in the comment section if you do. And I always appreciate people commenting. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, glad to have you aboard. Hope you're enjoying a bit of this retro gaming fun. We'll have Commodore vs Spectrum coming up very shortly with Babs Arcade, who's coming to do a little hint fighting game together, and I'll let him do the review. So, on with the show then. Good game that, I liked it. 3D Pinball by Mastertronic was a budget game, but didn't get a very good rating. It only got 40%, would you believe it? They didn't give a list of ratings in this particular magazine on this one, of course, and it's the last game we're going to review today. I was going to do Hawkstorm, but we've run out of time, and of course I want to get on with Commodore vs Spectrum, as Brett from Brett's Arcade is already in the room and he's watching me with eager eyes. He's ready to try and kick my ass! Little does he know I haven't been practicing. That means I'll probably be good. Right, let's have a look at this game then. It's got an annoying bleeper sound, so I will have to fade the music slightly as we start. It works in 128K and 48K. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to loading screen. We're going to switch that on and just turn that down a touch. Get ready for the annoying bleeper sound. There you go, 1989. Yeah, wasn't reviewed till 91. And as always, I've got it too loud. What do you think of the look of this game, Brett, so far?
I'll
wait till I play it.
Yeah, wait till you play it.
Right, so we're going to, obviously Commodore versus Spectrum will be coming up next, and we're going to press, oh dear. We're going to try it off now, so we're just going to press enter to start. It's not start, that's it. Right, the keys are P and L, we'll turn some music up, and enter launches the ball. So it's rather unusual because most pinball games are a 2D version. It does look okay, actually that ball mechanic's not too bad, is it? For a 3D ball mechanic. Ooh. And of course, as always, I'm waiting to hit the ball, it hasn't even come to me. And what it'll tend to do for me, it'll probably go straight down the middle. Just like on real pinball, just takes my money for the fun of it. Oh, I'm scoring. I'm doing okay actually. Doing okay.
Yeah.
Now there's only the one scene, there's no different scenes in this game, but as I say, it was Mastertronic, it is a budget game, it's not... The ball mechanic's not too bad, you can feel the player, and I don't think it's playing too badly. But does it deserve more than a 4 out of 10? Well, graphically, I like it, but there could be a bit more on the screen maybe, a little bit more used, probably. I'm working out the bonuses as you come along, so I presume I've got to hit that ball into the middle slot. And, oh, that was fast, I didn't stand much chance there, but yeah, I got a bonus score. Okay then, final score. Well, to be fair, 40%, I've got to agree with Crash kind of on that. Do you agree? Agree with Crash, or they gave it a 40% rating?
If that's the only screen, then definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I thought for a 3D version of the game, which was a good try, I'm going to give it 5 out of 10 myself personally. I'm going to go halfway. I'm going to give it an extra, give it a halfway mark because it plays quite well and it's graphically quite nice. Right, a few weeks ago, I did issue a restraining order, but it didn't stop him from arriving again. Brett from Babs Arcade will be jumping in the headline seat as we do the Commodore vs Spectrum coming up right now. Joined by Brett from Babs Arcade.
How we doing?
I think we'll put some appropriate music on while I kick your ass. What do you reckon?
Go on then.
Turning it up. Big shout out to the man whose name's at the bottom of the screen at the moment for doing me this AY tune. Of course, it is the classic Kung Fu Fighting, but an AY version. Shut up, Emo. And we're going to load up this game now. The game we've chose is... Won't be showing the loading screens for both of them, but that's the Spectrum loading screens. It's a classic game for the Spectrum. It's a classic game for the Commodore. So we're going to choose between 1 or 2 players. First of all, we need to choose the keys, don't we? Now, how do I do that? I think it was 4, was it, or 5? I think it's 3, isn't it? Not. One of them's 2 of the options, isn't it? Ah, we started the 2-player. Are you ready?
Come on then.
2-player, here we go. Commodore vs Spectrum. Retro Robbins versus Arcade Babs. Babs Arcade. Oh, don't coward. Whoa! Oh, come on, get him. Yes! Oh, in the back. Oh, he's blocked me out. Oh
Yes.
no!
Half a point.
Oh, I've got 800 though. If you noticed, I've scored more than you.
That must have been a full point. Ah!
Get in
Sweep
there.
the leg again.
Sweep the leg again. Okay, so that's 400 to you and 1-2 to me. Round 2, and then we'll move on to the Commodore.
He's after sweeping the leg.
Okay, so we need to... Oh no!
Same move again.
That was a dirty manoeuvre. That was so dirty. Right in the back.
Oh! Right round the back of the ear roll. Oh! Turn around. Oh! That's in the nose.
I ain't nothing. He's caught up. Oh, he's won the Spectrum version.
Ah!
Shall we move on to the Commodore?
Ah!
Right, we're just loading up the Commodore version, and we've got a bit of seed sound in the background, which will be picked up nice and easy by my microphone. Let's turn that down. You don't believe how loud this will be on the actual video when I finish it. Alright, so now 2-player, and all we have to do now is press start. Are you ready?
Oh, it's a lot faster, isn't it?
It's a bit quicker, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, get in there. How come I only got 500 for that?
Oh, was there any sound effects then?
Yeah. Oh, it's just too easy.
No sound effects? So it's just the music?
I think there is a kicking effect, but it's really quiet in it.
No.
Oh, that's just in the nick of time. Team 2.
Block that. Sweep the leg! Go on! No.
You have to hit me. You know, you do have to
Absolutely.
hit me.
Paining me on this one.
Oh no, he got me the lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky butter.
Pure skill that was.
Oh,
Oh,
look at the talent.
knock the wind out of me.
Oh,
4 seconds. 4 seconds.
well, that's it. That is going to be it, really. Oh, go on. I'll just. Oh.
Oh, half point.
Right then. So you play 2 versions.
I'm still playing.
Okay. For the record, right, I have stopped playing. I realised that I was having a good victory. And just pull his joystick out. There you go.
No, that was a good go. So fair and square on that one.
What do you think of both games? Rundown.
Right, well, Way the Exploding Fist is one of my favourite games ever. I love both versions. The Spectrum one is definitely slower, but I love the graphics. 64 one is nice and colourful. You get the additional music for the 64 one. But I think playability wise, even though the 64 one's faster, I love my Speccy one.
So let's have a look to see what his verdict's going to be.
Right, so it's going to be the Spectrum one.
So you've chosen the Spectrum one, why?
I chose the Spectrum one because it's a little bit, even though it's a little bit slower, it just plays so much better.
More responsive, you mean?
It's more responsive, yeah. The C64 one is faster.
Technically, you're only saying that because I kicked your ass on the Commodore until I stopped playing.
And yeah, and that's the main reason is I won on the Spectrum. I won on the Spectrum one, so obviously, yeah, the C64 one.
Yeah, I did a run of before again. So thank you to Maps Arcade for coming in and playing the 2-player Commodore versus Spectrum, and this occasion Spectrum's won. I've sort of sat on the fence. I thought they was both equally as good as each other. However, yeah, there is the SID sound for the Commodore, and sometimes it was marginally faster, but that didn't make a difference to the gameplay of the Spectrum because they both ran at exactly the same rate. So it doesn't matter that the game was slightly slower, it played really well. So I kind of agree with him there, plus the nostalgia book does bite a little bit. So with that said, yeah, that's it. That's all we got time for today. Once again, thanks to Brett at Babs Arcade. He's doing coming down and doing the double plays with me. Check out his great YouTube channel. Give him a shout out.
Yeah, cheers. So it's Babs Arcade on YouTube. I'm also on Twitter as well if you want to have a look.
Yeah, I'll check that out myself. I don't usually use Twitter, to be fair, but perhaps I should do. Perhaps that's where the new customers like Twitch, yeah.
Twitch stream.
You see, the problem is with Twitter. My dad used to call me a twit.
Yeah.
So, you know, so
I don't like Twitter.
it's a black country thing, isn't it? That? So, yeah. Thanks you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Of course, as always, please remember to like, subscribe and share. And if you want to see more content like this, with me getting my arse, well and truly handed to me, leave a comment as always in the comments below. I think that's quite loud, don't you? Oh. Once again, thank you to Richard Hollins, Matthew Lowe, Dean Jones's Cues, unofficial sponsor of the channel, and of course to you for watching. In the meantime, depending on when you watch this, have a nice working week or weekend. It's bye from me, and it's bye from...
Ta-ra!